Happy morning to all. This is Saranya, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science from Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. We are going to see the course Web Design in this Unit 3 Web Hosting. We are going to see the specialized topic Lecture Series 8 Static Website versus Dynamic Websites. So before we move on to the topic, first let us see what is meant by website. We already studied many in previous series, lecture series. So again we can recall what is meant by website. So website is none other than is a collection of web pages we used to call it as a website that we are going to access through single domain or domain name or URL, uniform resource locator. So that single domain name, usually we saw in previous series we saw what is meant by domain name and all. Domain name is helpful for search over the domain name server, which helps to search over with the help of IP address. So that we are going then if we connect with that particular IP address, it's move on to web server. In that particular web server we are going to find out the which IP address is connecting with that particular thing in web server. So that we are going to that helps to visualize our website. So website, we have n number of files. So that's what we used to say, each and every page is known as web pages, we used to call as web pages. So website is none other than collection of web pages that we are going to visualize with the help of some web browser, either Google Chrome or Safari, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox. Likewise, we are going to visualize our website. Now let us see what's the difference between static website versus dynamic website. First of all, the static, the word itself clearly knows without changes. So static website means a website whose web pages are coded in designing language, that is none other than hypertext markup language, acronym HTML, and the content of each page is fixed and does not change unless it is edited. So before we can't able to update or edit, we can't do anything, it's stable. So that's what we used to call as a static websites. Designing part alone will be there, whatever we are designing that will shown in our website. So dynamic website is none other than whose web pages are generated in real time. So both front end as well as back end, client side scripting as well as server side scripting we are going to process in that dynamic website. So keep on, some changes will happen in that particular website. So that's what we used to call as a dynamic website. Static websites developed using client-side technologies. Client-side technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So HTML stands for hypertext markup language. CSS stands for cascading style sheet. So cascading style sheet is none other than it's mainly for styling part. If you want to make your website stylish manner, that we are going to embed CSS. So functionalities and all embedded through JavaScript. Developed using both client side as well as server side scripting language is known as dynamic website. So contents remains unchanged unless it is changed from the source code. So that comes under static. Content changes according to the client's requirements. Compared to both, static is very easy. Static website is very easy to develop, and but compared to static, dynamic website is very complex as well as difficult to develop. Here in static does not allow many user interactions, but here in dynamic it will allow user interactions as well as do not access database in static web page, but in dynamic web page it's going to access informations from the database. So cost wise it's very cheaper when developing static websites compared to dynamic. Dynamic is very costly when compared to static, and then updations and all very difficult to process in static but easier to update in dynamic website. And in small scale usage and all, we used to focus on static means many small scale websites and all develop with the help of static websites. Because for example hotel websites and all, we know need some certain updates. So frequent updates and all, no need for hotels. So for that and all, we can suggest static website. Here suitable for large scale e-commerce websites and all, we can develop with the help of dynamic websites process, both front end as well as back end process. Simultaneously we have some kind of updates, so that and all easy to process in dynamic websites. For example, good example, jewelry shop and all, we can suggest dynamic websites. Hope you understand the difference between the static website and dynamic websites in this video. Happy, feel passion. Thank you. Have a nice day.